Good evening, I'm Judge Shea, and you, sir,
Yes,
are Mr. Bustamante. Citation here charging you with driving on a suspended license. Looked it occurred earlier today.
yes, correct, that's correct.
Next court date is going to be June the 3rd at 9 o'clock in the morning. That'll be in the Ironwood Justice Court in Gila Bend. You don't drive.
No, I know.
Without a valid license, so you need to have someone drive you there to make your court date.
Okay.
But I will go ahead and release you from jail on this.
Okay. Shame. So,
And
so,
you also need to know that this is a Class 1 misdemeanor, which means that under which means you do not live in the state of Arizona without permission of the court.
I can't leave Arizona.
While this matter is pending, unless you have permission from the court, that is correct.
Okay, because I went on my way to Roger Point this evening. That's where my family's at right now. If I can't go, then it's fine. Then I understand.
When are you coming back?
We're coming back Sunday.
And how are you going to get down there since you can't drive?
My girlfriend or yeah, because my mom's over there right now. She lives in Mexico. And, my girlfriend, she has my truck. Yeah, it was my mom's birthday, and coming down here for her birthday was May 11th, and I haven't seen her. And since this was a long weekend, me and my sister and my dad decided to bring them out here to Drive Point.
Okay, I'm going to give you right to the probable safety point today through Monday or through Sunday.
Okay, sounds good.
But you're
Thank you.
to drive a motor vehicle and you must appear for your court hearing.
So,
Thank you, Mr. Bustamante.
thank you. Good night.
So did we get pretrial services report, or did we get the county attorney Rex yet? Okay, great. Oh yes, Mr. Gant. That's gonna be. All right, you want to give me? Oh, never mind. You put him over here. Good evening. I'm Judge Shayad, and you, sir, are.
Ronald E. Hatfield.
Mr. Hatfield, I have a citation here charging you with criminal damage alleged occurred on or about the 2nd of December at the apartment complex at 1410 North Oracle. I'm going to release you on these charges. You've still got your felony hold.
Okay.
And appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you because you're being held in custody on other matters. I'm going to set a review hearing date for July the 18th at 9 o'clock in the morning. If you're out of custody, you need to appear. If you're in custody, the Public Defender's Office will appear on your behalf and keep you updated.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Hatfield.
Thank you.
Your Honor, this is Court Interpreter Pedro Davis with no Spanish speakers on today's list, apparently.
I would agree with you today on that. So I'll just, if something comes up, we'll give you a call.
Thank you very much.
Sale, do you have a copy of the warrant out of South Tucson for Mr. Martinez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you send that over to us, please?
Will do.
Thank you. Mr. Martinez, I'm waiting for a copy, got copies of your warrant, so I can tell you what's going on.
Yes.
Looks like we've got citations here. A couple charges from March the 31st for criminal trespass and possession of paraphernalia. And another one for shoplifting from April the 6th. You were supposed to be in court, but you were in custody. What's the status on your city court charges?
I think I signed a plea today.
Okay,
All my charges were dismissed except for I think 3 of them. I signed a plea today. Expected to get released this evening.
right. My question is, if I give you a court date in South Tucson City Court, are you going to appear?
Yes, I'm already going to be reporting to the corrective solutions on Tuesday, so I plan on following through with everything this time. I'm going home. I'm leaving Tucson, but I'll be able to travel back and forth. You know, it's a short drive. I'm going to Sells, Arizona, on the reservation. So
Okay. All right, I'm going to release you on these charges on your signature and promise to appear.
yes, Your Honor.
Conditions of release, you don't go back to these incident locations, and no alcohol or illegal drug.
Yes, ma'am.
And you need to comply with probation and Tucson City Court matters.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shea. Sir,
What happened?
Bradley.
Nah, wait, what'd you say?
I'm Judge Shea, and you, sir, are
Oh, Jason Russell.
Mr. Russell. Citations here from March 16th, charging you with domestic violence assault and domestic violence and criminal damage. I will appoint John Illis to represent you on these charges. Set a court date of May the 27th. That's Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Set your bond at $500. You'd have absolutely no contact with Ms. Fonseca. You're not to go near her residence or workplace. Do you understand that?
Yeah,
Also, no acts of domestic violence or alcohol or illegal drugs. And I'd suggest you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney.
alright.
All right? Thank you. Jackie, what happened to the no complaint on Lugo? On Lugo.
This is legal.
Oh, okay. No, okay. I was. Never mind. Good evening. I'm Judge Shea, and you are. Ms. Lugo, I have a warrant here out of the Douglas Justice Court charging you with aggravated assault and resisting arrest, alleged occurred on or about the 10th of January. You also have another warrant for domestic violence criminal damage.
It's perfect.
I'll reduce the bond on this to $2,500. City review hearing for June the 6th at 9 a.m. If Cochise County doesn't make arrangements to pick you up or doesn't pick you up within 3 days, you'll be released and you need to show up in Douglas or call them to get your next court date. Then we have another warrant out of Douglas for domestic violence, criminal damage.
Fuck you. Oh, thank you. Are we still here? Oh, yeah.
Jackie, what date was set on the felony? Yeah. Okay. All right. And this will just be set to go with that other matter. All right. Thank you, Ms. Lugo.
Yep.
No, it looks like there's some different felonies. Yes, issue. Yeah, thank you.
We have straight.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Jose Beta?
Mr. Beta. Interim complaint here charging with trafficking and stolen property. Alleged occurred on about the 7th of May. Will appoint Salam Tekbali to represent you on these charges. Did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
I'm not sure if Ryan or Mr. Gant had something to add. I don't know. Ryan, you're on mute.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add. Thank you.
Okay. And Your Honor, we also were just going to request a low bond given that he is in custody on other charges, so I would defer to the state's recommendation.
Bond will be $1,000. Preliminary hearing date will be May 29th at 1:30.
But
You're
does
not
that mean-
for the incident location. That'll be at the same time as your other one.
Okay.
Right. Thank you. Good evening, I'm Judge Tate, and you, sir.
Timothy Sanderson.
Mr. Sandifer, interim complaint here charging with aggravated domestic violence alleged occurred on the 22nd of April. Will appoint legal defender's office to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
Judge, I don't have a lot to add to my written statement. I just asked the court to take a look at his DV history, which is very lengthy.
Indeed.
And Your Honor, he does have a DOC hold. He is unlikely to bond out at any time soon. We are asking, based on his indigency, for just a slightly reduced bond from the state's recommendation.
Preliminary hearing date will be June the 2nd at 1:30. Bond is $25,000. You post the bond, you'll be in a decision of redefault services, or you'll go back to DOC. No contact with your parents. You don't go near their residence or workplace. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Sandifer.
So is it just one count of aggravated? Is that what it is?
Yep.
For today, yes.
All right. Thanks.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Saúl Elizar Sasuetanino, Your Honor.
Mrs. Azueta Nino. I have a warrant here out of Santa Cruz County Justice Court. Trafficking stolen property and theft of means of transportation. These are alleged to have occurred on December the 6th of 2023. We'll leave that bond of $500. Set a review hearing for June the 6th at 9 a.m. If you post the bond and you're released on your other matters, then you need to contact Santa Cruz County Justice Court within 2 business days of your release to get your next court date.
Yes, Your Honor.
Don't have any contact with the victims, or go back to the incident locations.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Zazueto Nino. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir,
Angel Castro.
Mr. Castro. Citation here charging you with shoplifting, alleged occurred earlier today.
Okay.
We'll appoint City Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. I'm going to release you on these charges in light of your adult probation hold, however.
So I'm being housed.
You're being held on a probation revocation,
Okay.
not on this matter.
All right.
That's why I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office. You're not to
Okay.
collect any dollar precinct. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
There'll be a review hearing on July the 18th at 9. If you're out of custody, you need to appear. If you're still in custody, then the Public Defender's Office will handle the matter. But they'll be in touch with you in the meantime.
Okay.
All right, thank
So,
you.
so am I not flying home?
No, you've got an adult probation hold.
Oh, yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm gonna throw up. Sit back there. You're back this home. Hello? Yeah, so we should ready to go back. That's what we're going to school over. Yes, finally. Okay.
Cancel.
Staying home from my vacation notes, so that's what we should do.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are?
Jeremy Hansen.
Your next court date on this matter is going to be in July the 1st at 1:30 in the afternoon. Do you understand that you need to be present at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Standard conditions of release include that you remain within the state of Arizona unless you receive permission of court to leave the state. And of course, that you don't violate any laws and appear at all your court date. Additional conditions are going to be no acts of domestic violence, no contact with Cheyenne, you don't go near her residence or her workplace, and you look into getting a behavioral health assessment and any recommended treatment. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Hanson.
So what's that name? Well, I can't make it research. Oh, she's gonna say. All right.
Just head out the door and sit down there.
Yes, because he's got another PH that day. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are Mr. V. Hill, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. V. Hill, I have a citation here charging you with domestic violence violation of a court order alleged to have occurred on February the 22nd. Do you understand that you are not to have any contact with Alexandra?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. And I believe I was in custody already for this on March 17th. I believe I was in custody for this charge already once. And I tried to tell the officers that I had all my disclosure information that I was trying to show the officers, but they weren't allowing it.
Yeah, well, this may be, reduced from a felony. I can't tell at this
It's a
point.
it's a misdemeanor right now, isn't it?
Correct.
Okay. I was already in custody on March 17th for this same thing.
All right, your next court date, along with your other pending matters in city court, is June the 30th at 2:00 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Again, absolutely no contact.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. V. Hill.
Yes.
Find out. Money can you?
Stephanie, what's the date on Judge Million's orders in the vehicle cases?
The date she wrote the order? I think it's yesterday, the 22nd.
Okay,
Yes, it was yesterday.
all right, then. She's probably aware of the felony matter. Okay.
Miss Serena movie had him in charge. She was there when I wiped the files.
Yeah. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are? And we need the public defenders back in. All right. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are?
I'm Tony Garcia.
I don't have a Tony Garcia on my list tonight.
This is William. She's using the fake name.
Do you have,
One moment, Your Honor.
yeah, do you have another name?
Your Honor, Tony is booked in as, I believe, Tanissia Williams.
Okay. All right, I have an interim complaint here charging you with aggravated assault on a corrections officer, alleged to have occurred earlier today. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. And does either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
Yeah, speak.
I'd suggest that you not speak without talking to your attorney.
One
I
moment,
don't
Your
have
Honor.
anything to add, Judge.
Pardon me?
Your Honor, it looks like the state has recommended pretrial services, so I defer to the state's recommendation.
On this matter, you'll be released to the third-party custody of pretrial services.
Yes, ma'am. And what state will I have to pay the courts to get my federal charges in my
One moment,
case
Esther.
this
Sorry, Honor, we can proceed.
All right. Your next court date on this matter is preliminary hearing date on June the 12th at 1:30 in the afternoon in the Pima County Justice Court. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You'll participate in monitoring and treatment as directed by pretrial services. That may well include compliance with behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment. And I'd suggest that you not discuss this matter with anyone but your attorney. You're not to leave the state of Arizona while these charges are pending. Do you understand that?
case.
Now.
I also have current charges charging you with criminal trespass and failing to provide identification. Your next court date on this matter is going to be on June the 23rd at 9 o'clock in the morning in the Tucson City Court. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. That's when I will appear.
In Tucson City Court, yes. You're not to go back to 1785 West Prince. I need to comply with pretrial services. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. That's fine.
Right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you for working with me. So what I do now?
Released later this evening, okay?
All right. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna stay in Arizona. I'll contact you and try to work with you.
Okay, great.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Felonies. Your Honor, this is the jail.
Yes.
Regarding Miss Sabrina Wright,
Yeah.
she will not be able to come to court due to her uncooperation. Essential.
Good evening. I'm Ted Tate.
Hello, folks. Daniel Paso.
Mr. Baserto, I have an innocent complaint charging you with possession of dangerous drugs and possession of paraphernalia. Looks like the state is going to dismiss these charges at this time. They may refile them at a later date.
Hmm.
So I strongly suggest that you get yourself into some substance abuse
I
treatment.
will, Your Honor.
I also have misdemeanor files here for you. Current charges for shoplifting and resisting arrest.
I will be getting to soon of the treatment.
Did you go see La Frontera yesterday?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Then I'm going to set these new charges with your other pending charges in front of Judge Blue. But you know, any further issues, you may wind up staying in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You don't go back to any Dollar Tree. All right. Thank you.
Your Honor, when is that court date in city court?
June the 4th at 1:30.
Thank you.
Am I going to be released, Your Honor?
Yes, you are this time.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Marco. Hey, bud. Just get out the door and just got it.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Orlando Marquez.
Mr. Marquez. Interim complaint charging with organized retail theft and possession of paraphernalia. Will appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges at either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions.
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I would just note the state seems to be okay with pretrial services release. Mr. Marquez's mother was contacted by pretrial services, and he does live in New Mexico. So I believe if the court is inclined to release him to pretrial services, that we just need to make a note that he can reside at home in New Mexico.
Any objection from the state?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'll provide that you can reside in Las Cruces, but you need to be present for all your court dates. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You're not to go to any Walmart stores. I'd suggest do not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney, and be sure you stay in touch with pretrial services. All right. Thank you, Mr. Marquez.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, when was his preliminary hearing?
Well, 1:30.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shad, and you are?
Miller's list.
And your last name?
Miller? Yes.
The interim complaint here charging with unlawful flight from law enforcement, drive under the influence of intoxicating liquor or drugs, and reckless driving. These are alleged occurred earlier today. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges, and does either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
I don't have anything to add to my written recommendation, Judge. Thank you.
Your Honor, I would just ask that Mrs. Messer, I would ask the court to note that she is 38 and a longtime resident in our community. She is recently homeless and unemployed. If the court is to impose bond, I would just ask for a low bond based on her indigency.
Our preliminary hearing date is going to be June the 2nd at 1:30 in the afternoon. Bond will be $10,000. If you post the bond, you'll be in a restriction of pretrial services. That will include no driving without a valid license, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no contact with alleged victims in these matters. You're also to comply with behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment as available in custody and as directed by pretrial services if you are out of custody. Other than in the course of those assessments and treatment, I suggest you not discuss these matters with anyone except your attorney. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Miller.
Thanks.